Hey, what is up, guys? The Erratic Prophet here, and today I want to talk about the top 5 reasons to switch to PC gaming. Yes, I know, a lot of people are console gamers still. The vast majority, I think, are still console gamers, at least in, the US and the hardcore market. But with League of Legends, with Dota 2, with CSGO, with Overwatch, PC gaming is becoming more and more prevalent, and more people are taking the plunge into PC gaming. So without further ado, let's get it. Top 5 reasons to switch to PC. Number 1, the Steam sales and cheaper games. Yet we all know that every new game that comes out is around the $60 price mark, especially if it's a AAA game, it's gonna have $60. If not, around 40. And then, for handheld consoles, it's also 40. And then, for the indie games, $15, $20, $10 maybe, sometimes $5. Well, on PC, that is not the case. Of course, when a new game comes out, it still has that $60 price tag, but that's only if you're buying through like Steam or Origin. Who uses Origin? I don't know, but Steam or Origin. You can get games off of sites like G2A and Kinguin for way cheaper, and I'm talking about 50% off. NBA 2K17 was just recently released, and that's for $40. I can get that for $35. So the sales are just out of this world. Right now, I'm on Steam, and as of recording this, Steam has a up to 75% off sale for Rockstar games. So GTA 5 is 33% off. San Andreas, that's 75% off. It's crazy. The sales are insane on PC, and just wait till the seasons come around. The summer sale, the winter sale, the fall sale. Of course, I haven't been able to partake in many of the sales. I've only been able to partake in the summer sale because I just recently got into PC gaming, and it's been amazing. I mean, I have already a bigger library than I did on my PS4 that I owned for 2 years, because the games are just so, you have to buy it. It's true what they say about the massive Steam libraries you have. A lot of my friends, who own consoles, only have a couple of games. I already have almost 30, because they're so cheap. It's just like, why not? Into my next point, it's the upgradable hardware. Now, if something in my console fails, I have to send it back to Sony or back to Microsoft for them to fix it. I can't just open up the console because it voids the warranty, and also it's way more confusing than it should be. You can't just open it up because a lot of it's proprietary hardware, and you can't just stick your own stuff in there. With PC, if my graphics card fails, the next day I can just plop that right out. Literally, it's like building Legos. Take that piece out and then plop another graphics card in. My processor fails on me, just pop it out and put another one back in. It's really not that difficult. It's like, RAM. If I want to add more RAM, just plop that in. It's the easiest thing to install in a PC. It's more intuitive. It makes more sense if you're creative, if you're you like tinkering anyway. You're probably already into PC gaming. I built my own PC, and I'm telling you, a lot of people say it wasn't that hard. It really wasn't. I mean, you have to look up a couple videos on it, and it took a couple hours, but I got it running, and I was a console guy. I had no clue what all this stuff was, but you watch a little bit of videos, you do a little bit of research, and then you're like, okay, well, this is what this does, this is what this does, this is where this goes, and it really is not that hard. If you really want to get into it, it's easy to get into. So whenever anything fails, just replace it. With a console, you can't do that. If something fails, you can't really just replace it. You have to send it back in, you have to mail it. It takes a while. PC is much more customizable. If you want a better graphics card, spend more money, you get a better graphics card. You're gonna start rendering videos and processing YouTube videos and stuff, upgrade your CPU. It really is not hard, and it's awesome. I mean, at any point, you can always throw more money at your PC, and the performance shows. You're not getting small incremental upgrades. For some stuff like DDR4 2166 RAM to 2400 RAM. Yeah, you know, you won't really see the upgrade, but I mean, SSD wise, you know, you go from a hard drive to an SSD. Wow, you're gonna blaze through programs, and you will see the difference. And now for point number 3, it's the backwards compatibility. You know, every new console generation, it seems like you can never use the previous one. And you know, this wasn't always the case. They're always coming out with peripherals. Even back in the NES days, you know, they came out with stuff that you can play the previous hardware stuff on it. You know, the PS2 had PS1 backwards compatibility. The PS3 had PS2 backwards compatibility for a while. And I think it always had PS1 backwards compatibility. Nintendo's really big on backwards compatibility. I know a lot of their consoles always you can play the previous one, except when, you know, when the DSi came out and stuff like that. But for the most part, especially with these current gen consoles, you can't really play your old games without paying another fee, without paying for them again. On PC, that's not a problem. On PC, you can play games from the 80s and 90s. Yes, some games do not run good, but you can always find a mod. There's always someone else who wanted to play that same exact game, no matter how obscure, and who's able to, you know, change the code and make it so that you can play on your current day computer, which is just amazing. You know, just all the support for PC and all the support for older games especially is great. You can always look on a forum, take a 10 minutes to do a little Google search, and you do some research on the game you want to play, and there probably is someone who has a fix or who can help troubleshoot how to get your game running. And that kind of community goes into my number 4 for pros for PC gaming, which is mod support. You have not played a game until you've seen the mods. I mean, Fallout 4, I do not know how I played it on my PS4, because right now my Fallout 4 has over 80 mods installed, and it's a totally different game. It's not even the same game. I mean, this game has 4K textures, there's grass, you know how it's all barren, no, I have grass, you know, it really is insane. The mod support is crazy. Skyrim, oh my god, the graphics on Skyrim modded is just out of this world, mind-blowing. I mean, the scenery and the textures, it's eye-popping, you know, and this is nothing Bethesda could have done. You know, these are people dedicated to the community who are, you know, putting out their best works, and a lot of times, if you make mods, and some developers see that, you could get hired. It could lead to job opportunities. Mod support, I just don't know how I played before I had mod support. I mean, I'm sure I'm gonna put it up on the screen once I make this video, but you'll be able to see for yourself and just tell the difference between these games. It really is a sight to behold, you know. I know Minecraft's kind of not big anymore, you know, I haven't played it recently, but I have an amazing shader. I got it just to do it, you know, and this shader's mod for Minecraft, you know, it is just insane. You know, this is nothing you can get on console, and the console version of Minecraft's gimped anyway. A lot of the console versions of games are gimped. You're not getting the full experience. But the same could be said about a lot of PC games, which I will make another video, top 5 reasons to stick to console, because there is a market for console gamers. And then finally, the last reason, even though there are many more, is that it's not just a gaming machine. You spend this much money on a gaming PC, and you're getting a machine that can do anything. It really can do anything. Like, this is a computer that you can render videos. You can do stuff with Photoshop. You can do stuff with, you know, if you're into art and stuff, you know, a lot of those people like getting Macs, but if you're into like programming, a PC is the way to go. So those are my top 5 reasons